morning, everyone. This is Misha with Connecting Kindly. Just coming to you this morning to make another podcast. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you've had a good week thus far. I hope this podcast finds you in the best of health and strength. Well, I know it's been a little bit since I've made a podcast. I've been busy just doing some things, some new projects in life that I'm excited about. I've been on a weight loss journey, or shall I say a fitness journey, just trying to get more fit. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about today was having balance. With our lives as busy as they are, we have to work, we have families, we have husbands, we have wives, we have you may even have puppies, pets, nieces, nephews to take care of, grandparents, parents. There's a lot that we do on a day-to-day basis. There are a lot of hats that we wear, both women and men. Even children wear a lot of hats. So today I just kind of want to talk about having balance. It's so important to have balance in your life just for your own mental stability. When we don't have balance, it's just, it's tough. It can be depressing. It can be stressful. It can be confusing. There's a lot of things that comes when we don't have balance in our lives. And let's just take a look at balance. Balance means keeping something steady or having equal weight on all sides. So let's look at that, having equal weight on all sides. So in our lives, we have a lot of things to balance. We have, you may need time for yourself. You may need time for your family. You may need time for a job. You may need time for education. You may need time for projects. There are so many things that we do in life, so many things that we desire to do, and we try to fit it all in. But sometimes we get burnt out, and we may lash out at others. We may withdraw. We may just say, I quit, because we can't seem to find that balance. So today, let's just take a look at it. Let's see what we can do to work on having balance in our lives, to have more harmony in our lives. And I also plan on doing a video on this that I will upload onto my YouTube channel, which, by the way, you can find me on YouTube. That's Connecting Kindly, connecting with a K, Konnecting, kindly. So just search me there and please subscribe. And also you can find me on Instagram under that same handle. So let's just take a look here. Ways to find balance in our lives, or a beginning of finding balance in our lives. First, we need to assess our life. What is it that we need to find balance with? Some of us are workaholics. Some of us are busy parents, and we get involved in schooling and sports. Some of us may have to be caregivers. We're engulfed in that, and sometimes we lose ourselves. Sometimes we just forget about us. And if you're anything like me, I'm kind of OCD on certain things, and I really need to work on finding balance myself, or just things like household things. I like my towels folded a certain way, like the bed made a certain way, and if it's not done that way, I feel some type of way about it. So that's part of the things that you have to do. You have to assess yourself. What are the things that you want to find balance in? What are the things that you need to find balance with? Sometimes we are running around like a chicken with our heads cut off, and we know we need to do something about it, but we're just kind of stuck in a rut, but ruts can be fixed. So we need to assess our life. What are some things, and you may even want to sit down and take pen and paper to write the things down that you want to to work on. Listen, organization is a great thing. It's not a bad thing. And writing things down, seeing them in the black and white, sometimes it's helpful. Okay, so you want to go ahead and assess what you need to find balance with. Then you want to make a conscious decision to become balanced. Okay, so I admit it, I need to find some balance in my life for my own mental stability, for my happiness, for things to run more smoothly in my life. I need to find balance. Okay, so you do that, you make that decision to say that I want to do it. Now, so once you do those things, what you need to figure out is, okay, so how will I make this happen? You know, you need to set some goals. You know, and part of those goals could be creating better habits. You know, sometimes our habits are bad, and that's why we don't have balance. Sometimes some people are just naturally unorganized, and they just don't know how to create that balance. So you may want to set some goals. You need to be willing to do things that are outside of your box. You know, and then you need to make sure you are taking that inventory on a daily basis to see if you're sticking to those goals. Because the thing about it is, in creating better habits, that's something that we have to work hard at, and we have to do it every day. You know, we have to do it on a regular basis. I mean, because even like with getting yourself healthier, you have to start creating better habits, and you have to find balance. You have to find balance in between your eating. You know, we know you can't eat junk food every day and unhealthy things every day. If you do that, you're going to be unhealthy, you're going to be overweight, you're going to have health problems. So what you want to do is have a balance. You want to eat well, and you want to create better habits. And every now and again, there's nothing wrong with indulge in something that's not so healthy, you know, like your chips or cookies or whatever, but that's not something you want to do all the time. With our exercise, you know, we want to try to at least try to fit in some type of physical activity in our lives. With your mental, you want to find some quiet time to get to yourself. You want to meditate. You want to talk to your creator. You want to study, to learn ways to have a better lifestyle or a better way of living. You want to find time for some type of hobby, something you like to do, whether it's gardening, whether it's just taking a quiet walk, whether it's cleaning. It's whatever you like to do. People like to do a lot of different things. You need to find time for that. With work, you need to be able to be organized at work, get your job done during that time frame. And guys, you know, we can't always bring work home with us. We can't always bring the stress of work home with us, because that's going to disturb your balance. That's something we all struggle with. Myself, I struggle with it. So that's one thing that you need to look into. Leave work at work when you can. I know sometimes we have to, and some of us work from home, but there has to be a cutoff. You have to know that you are important enough that you need to find that balance. You need to find time for relationships. You know, you have to spread yourself pretty thin nowadays, because you know your significant other needs attention too. You know, and I know mine, he fusses at me because, you know, I get busy with my work and with my children and doing other things. But you have to have that balance. You have to have time for yourself, time for others, time for things in life. And so, like I said, we just have to keep accessing ourselves. But most importantly, with our balance, start off with some you time, some self time, you know, time to look at yourself and say, okay, what do I need to do? Your happiness is important. Your happiness is very important. And part of that, you'll find will come a little easier when you begin to love yourself enough to do these things that I talk about on the podcast, you know, finding balance and changing the way we think about things, changing the way we react to things. You know, the purpose of my podcast is to help us to grow into better people, loving ourselves, loving others, creating those good habits, and just doing some improvements on ourselves. So, I am definitely happy to have, made this podcast because, really, everything that I say to you goes to me first. And finding that balance is like a thin line, it's a very thin line, but it is possible. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, but I tell you, if you can find some harmony, some peace in your life with getting some balance, it will definitely benefit you in many ways. So, we want to just take some of these tips and apply them to our lives. For a call, but I think I was just about wrapping up this podcast, but just really want to encourage everyone to search out your life and see what you need to find balance with, so that you can gain more peace and harmony in your life, and so that you can be a little more stress-free, so that you can feel good about yourself and the things that you're doing in your life. But you guys, I just wanted to say it's been a pleasure speaking with you again today, and I certainly hope that I begin to hear from more of you. Like I said, I would like to hear ideas from different ones about what you may want to discuss. Eventually, I would like to do some interviews, and I will be doing some interviews on different topics. I want to talk about things that affect us in our daily life. Just talking about things, just even listening to someone else talk about something that maybe they had trouble with and they've overcome it is so helpful. And my goal with Konnecting Kindly is to be helpful. I love helping people, and I love when I'm helped, when I'm having an issue. So let's talk, let's discuss. Please share these podcasts with those that you feel can benefit from it. Please give me feedback. If you come to the Anchor app and there's a commercial that plays before the video, tells you how to get to the Anchor app. You can actually leave me feedback on my page. You can also email me at konnectingkindly@gmail.com. You're welcome to go to my Konnecting Kindly page on YouTube. You may want to leave some comments or feedback there. You may want to watch some of the videos that I have there, but I definitely want to hear from you. So listen, everyone, let's just try to find that balance in our lives so that we can be our best selves. And once again, this has been Misha with Konnecting Kindly, and I will definitely look forward to talking to you again soon. Peace and blessings.